There are two ways you can do this question. First is to create the inequality, and I'll start with that one. And what you have to do is to find the equation of that dotted line, the straight line. And you'll see its y-intercept is 0, 1. And it also passes through, you can pick any point. I mean, this one looks like a good one. This would be 1, -3. So we know if we start with the y equal to mx plus b form, b is 1. And then we also know y is -3 if x is 1. So this would be m is equal to -4. So our equation of that straight line is -4x plus 1. And then this line would divide this into two half planes. One would be y is less than -4x plus 1. Other would be greater. And then the equality would be the line itself. So we can use the origin. That's the most common one. And we plug it in. So if we plug the origin here, 0 less than 1, it does satisfy, but we're looking for it because the origin is outside. It's not going to satisfy. So it has to be that one. 0 is greater than 1, which it doesn't satisfy. So the answer is y is greater than -4x plus 1. If I look at the answer choices, that matches with choice D. So that's one way to do it. The other is, and just to kind of also clarify that, the fact that this is shown as a dotted line means the equality condition isn't met, and that's why it's just greater and not greater than or equal to, which would be the case if this was a solid line, which means the points along these lines are also included in the solution. The other approach would be to use points. Sometimes that can be hard, depends. For example, you pick points in the shaded region and you plug it in the answer choices and see which ones don't satisfy, and you can eliminate them. And I generally start kind of at the edges close to that. So for example, this would be -1, 7. So I need to see which ones don't satisfy, and I can eliminate those. So start with A. 7 is less than 1 plus 4 times -1. That is -3. It's not true. So A is out. And because it needs to be true because I'm picking points that are in the shaded region. So A is out. B is 1, y is less than 1 minus 4x. So 7 is less than 1 minus 4 times -1. And this is 1 plus 4, which is 5. Again, that's not true. So B is out. And then C is y is greater than 1 plus 4x. 7 is greater than 1 plus 4 times -1. And that will be true. -3. -3. So C works. And then D will, of course, work, which we have done the work. But let's just do that for clarity. So 7 is greater than 5, which is true. So now it's really between C and D, and the question is, where do I pick a point? And let's try that one. So this is 2, -6. And that's C. And yeah, let me just make sure. C, 2, -6. -6 is greater than 1 plus 4 times 2. And that's not true. -6 is not greater than 9. So that eliminates C. And we are back to answer choice D, which is the correct answer. So when you're plugging in, just make sure you kind of either go extreme, maybe here, or close to these edges. That's what I find works. There may also be cases where they could have a choice C, for example, where all of the points here satisfy. So that there are some tricky situations as well where plugging in may not be as easy as doing it directly. So to summarize, the answer is D.